cold and barren, space is water. We continue the slaughter. The revolution takes quarter, and the animals step out of the water. As the moon keeps us in check, and the oceans in order, on the beach of Pangaea, life came up for a breather. Life. For some million years breathing, they splashed about on the beach, neither submerged in it nor away from it. Laying eggs there, they then started the outreach, soon taking off a land, permanently inland, as Pangaea split into two separate hands. The next volcanic disruptors under the ground killed them off, but it left the ardent survivors, the reptilian ancestors. They grow into dinosaurs, lords of the land, with the mammals at their command, eating them as they please. But yet again the cosmic rain had an intervention. Meteoric in its downfall, the comet caused more extinction, but the deck of Olympian cards was still playing, and the resilient fuckers came out of the graveyard. Swing up to the trees. Fight through the forest. Swing down from the branches. Learn to walk upright. Use tools. Start fires. Kill to eat, cook, and defend your new powers. The brains therefore increase rapidly to sizes where they had to be born prematurely, making the parents have to nurture them ever longer and longer, as a fully formed brain cannot be born in the womb. It has to develop in a rapidly expanding phase, free for its own true moon, free for its own days. The tools were their key, as thought and abstraction were released by and by. The tools, a reflection of animals' evolution, agriculture and harvesting, language and communication, transport and our technologies. The tools became more complex in each generation, as do the bodies of those that use them. Just like a charm again, it's the eternal union. One body creating its other, revolving around in a dance of champions. Tools get clever and start to make themselves over, redesigning ever faster in a molecular connection. Mineral, not flesh, not condemned by a vacuum. Thrown out to space by those fucking Homo sapiens. Computerized tin cans outlasting their makers. No rust in space, unless you have a collision. A billion years after those brief Homo variations, the sun is too hot for any of life's continuations. And a billion after that, even Poseidon has evaporated. The sun continues its fusion evolution, seizing up the system with the crippling heat. No planet escapes as its size and pressure inflate. It skews the gravitation and their orbits are bent. The revolution is distorted and the crown is spent. An eon down the road and helium has built it up for a smash. A flash! A crash! It's the helium marathon dash! Making the sun a red giant, eating the planet up like ants. Flashing as a terror god. In rage, in terror, in rage. Searing temperatures and boiling fevers. A battle was won, but it can't keep up its fury. So the sun casts out its outer layers, and a new nebula is formed of neither nor, leaving the sun cool to the core, starting its new life in purgatory. A white dwarf it has become, after 20 billion innings, the second state of existence for a star formed of nuclear recycling. Faint and hardly there, a shimmer of what it once was, and throughout the cosmos, it's a similar response. Spiraling out onwards in the ever-inflationary period, the universe expansion is ever accelerating forward. Galaxies grow faint to each other in a perpetual divorce. Dark matter and dark energy becomes the conquering force, stretching gravity's threshold to us in a unison. Even galaxies central to the dark, it has fallen. Spreading the mystery without being spoken, growing the dimensions of a perpetual vacuum. This yin and yang conflict is so reflected, as the first black dwarf is formed from a white dwarf that's exhausted. Exhausted from fusing the elements it had, exhausted and tired, it could no longer be fed. The yin breaks the stalemate, the first star is lost from sight, no longer emitting heat, no longer shedding light. As the eons go and go on by, this pattern is repeated nigh on nigh. Gravity weakened, can't contain much longer, can't do this forever. Yang tries to hold on, a last ditch attempt at survival, but dark energy battalions are striking for a slaughter. Black holes are reproducing in catastrophic numbers, sucking all energy, even light waves far, far under. Darkness! Blinding darkness! We have reached the end of all light. The final star has finished its flight. Gravity has collapsed. Infinity has met its match. Fabric torn from the unknown. Singularity shedding the shape of the soul. In empirical terms, the reign of the black holes. All matter enslaved, divided and conquered. Antimatter, anti-life. We are a fine dust. Shapeless, each gluon a billion light years from its neighbour, so far, so formless, all energy lost through the loss of thermodynamics, we become unconsolidated. The great hunger can no longer be fed. There in its place, a confused, shapeless formlessness called chaos. But yang evolves itself new. The struggle forms again. It becomes consolidated. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Shazam.